Hi there, my name is Catherine. Before attending Iowa State University's College of Veterinary Medicine, I received my bachelor's degree in biology with minors in chemistry and creative writing from the University of Tulsa. In addition to being heavily involved in extracurriculars and community service, I also have quite a bit of professional employment experience. I took 2 gap years between undergrad and vet school just with the purpose of working to get a unique development of my business skills, which is kind of a side passion of mine, and also to save up money for vet school itself. My first job, I worked as a vet recruiter, basically placing veterinarians in new jobs. This was a really excellent experience because I learned how to read, edit, and really perfect both a resume and job application, coach professionals in interviewing, and manage the overall recruitment process. I was super successful in this role, producing 7 full-time placements in only 4 months on the job, with over 65 candidates in my pipeline that I was personally working with. Then an opportunity to work with the executive team of a veterinary corporation came along, and I just couldn't pass it up. I worked under the chief people officer, the chief legal officer, the chief operating officer, and the chief executive officer, in a variety of roles with everything from marketing to scheduling to planning events, and then all things legal and HR related. The skills and networking I did in this job were completely invaluable, and I still carry so much of that with me to this day. My plans for the future include eventually opening my own practice or ideally multiple practices. I would love to open an all-in-one center with vet services, but also a doggy daycare and boarding facility, a pet store, and a socialization area with training offered. I primarily want to work with small animals and exotics, but I do have a special love for equine species and ideally would love to have a mixed animal practice or at least work in one. And I'm also interested in emergency medicine, so I guess you could say I love a little bit of everything, which honestly is my favorite part about vet med, is that I can not only work with so many species, but also do a little bit of everything when it comes to specialties. I'm super interested in cardiology and neurology and surgery, and vet med with my general doctorate of veterinary medicine will allow me to do a little bit of all of that. During my undergraduate degree, I was heavily involved on campus. I was the president of the TU Students for Animal Welfare Club, very involved in the student government, including being put in charge of SpringFest, which had the highest budget event in our school's history, and held a variety of leadership positions over the years with organizations like the University Ambassadors, Future Alumni Council, the Panhellenic Council, and within my own sorority. I was in multiple honor societies and Homecoming Queen nominee. My volunteer work mostly focused on animals, of course, but also the elderly population in America, which hold a really special place in my heart. I was a hospice care nurse for many years during my time in undergrad. I also did volunteer work with the elderly while in high school, and basically this love really propelled me into a 3-year research project that was funded by the Honors College at my undergrad university, and eventually I turned this into a TEDx talk that has since been published in print, published as a video on the official TED speech website, and also used as a resource in college courses. While in vet school, I was elected as my class vice president and served on that briefly. I've been a university ambassador and also served on the executive team for both the pathology club and the behavior club. I was also selected by my classmates and worked closely with our dean as an accreditation ambassador for the school when the vet school accreditation. I consider the key to success in vet school to be when you can find a balance and also find grace for yourself. If you've come this far, you have to be fairly successful, smart, and pretty type A. Not only is the process to apply to vet school incredibly humbling, but so is vet school itself. You have to learn balance. Balance yourself, your physical and mental well-being, your relationships, school, and the other things that will fill up your cup that don't have anything to do with vet med. You can't run yourself into the ground and sacrifice sleep, good food, and fun, because without those things, your body just cannot handle the fire hose of information that you're taking in this program. So that's why I truly believe that the key to success in vet school is gentleness and grace for yourself, good time management, and balance. My approach to counseling is very unique. First of all, I'm a highly organized individual. I could not balance all the things in my life without that. So I will help you get organized. I've created templates and sheets to keep all of the components of vet school applications in place, which is hard because every single school has a different list of requirements required materials, essays, secondary applications, fees, etc. And if you miss one of those things, you're no longer qualified to apply to that school. This will also lead to effective time management, so you are spending less time on the silly details about the application process itself and more time on your actual application. I'm great at piecing out what needs to be done when so that we can stay on track without it being a completely overwhelming process. Essays are probably the most important part of vet school applications and really help you stand out from the masses, and that happens to be my specialty. So I am very skilled in editing essays, viewing your application from the eye of the reviewer. Honestly, I'm a very encouraging and fun individual. I know vet school applications are stressful. I've been there. I'm always one to joke and try to take the pressure off because at the end of the day, we're all trying to get into this profession and make it in this profession, and that's admirable. I'm passionate about helping pre-vet students such as yourself because I was once where you are now. I wish that I had the access to these resources and training while I was going through my applications. It would have made my experience so much smoother and less stressful, and just overall better. Applications are truly an art and something you have to learn outside of your other qualification. And the best part about having you as a coach is that we bring that to you so you don't have to waste time figuring that out for yourself. I had a lot of vet mentors that were encouraging me in my journey. So in the end, the encouragement, the support, the mentorship, all of that starts at the pre-vet level where you're at right now. And I'm really excited to have that opportunity to usher in this next generation of vets and help make my mark on the profession.